Okay, I'm gonna show you my third world place here. This is my wife laying in bed being lazy. She works. She gets up in the morning, her feet hit the floor. She's making me coffee. She fries me eggs and she makes me a nice breakfast. And she's 95% wonderful. So that's better than anybody else I've seen. As the little shelf space that I built to go next to her bed, all of her stuff hanging around. There's the closet that I built out of plywood and stuff and some trim. And the other shelving that I did, all this was not in here. I built all this for the TV and to put her things because there's just not enough room for her stuff. We have an air conditioner hidden up under there and a fan also. And so that's my third world bedroom. Let's see. This is our living room. I built the couch and she put carpet stuff over it so it'd be a little more comfortable. It's a little rough. I built it out of steel and wood so we'd have a sturdy place to sit. And a lot cheaper than buying something, and we'd just put cushions on it. So I'm kind of cheap. I like to build things. So anyway, this is my living room. Pretty nice. Okay. For a third world apartment, it's not bad. And the rent's like $64 a month. So, who can complain? And so this was knee deep in here, or deeper in water in the flood a couple weeks ago. And we cleaned all this up. You would not believe. So anyway, there's my weights and all my martial arts equipment. And I don't know where my nunchucks are. There they are. And my table, I do a lot of work. I make things. I do artwork. I do wax carving. I do lost wax casting. I do all kinds of casting, different types of casting, molds and so forth. There's my wax work, some of my wax work. That's my dehydrator I made out of an oil can and 2 light bulbs. And it works really good. Dehydrates the food, makes it last. We're getting a vacuum sealer here any day now. It'll be delivered. Just all my tools, hand tools, table, workout equipment. Just a bunch of stuff. It's my medieval Asiatic sword. It's a blend in between a Scottish claymore, which is European, back in the probably 15th century on up to about the 18th century. And the length and the size of the handle is very similar, and then a little bigger than the Scottish claymore. And it's also a ninja type sword, or a samurai, but much longer than a regular samurai. And it's used Damascus steel. And I made a handguard for it finally. I'll pour that probably pretty soon. Okay. This is our little kitchen. And her table and stuff. We got lots of nice stuff. My wife. I built this little cabinet. I call them cabinets, or shelves is what they are. You need 1,000,000 shelves when you're living in a small place like this. So we just stack everything up, and so we can get to it. But there's a teeny tiny little oven and a microwave, and then that's our sink, and that's how she cooks. She cooks from morning till night. She's a really good cook. She seems to like to do it. That's my refrigerator all jacked up. I didn't want to leave it and let the flood get in it and have to throw it away. Other people did that. I learned from being in hurricanes not to do that but one time. And so don't stock up on frozen food. When the hurricane comes, you're not going to have electricity. All the frozen food is going to ruin. So keep enough to eat for a few days. And everything else should be canned goods and dry goods. And it should be up high so it can't get wet and the varmints can't get into it. It's just that simple. And water is clean water is the most important thing. And I just found that out the hard way, even though I already knew it. I got hepatitis A. And man, I never thought I could live through that type of abuse. And this is called the comfort room. It's really rough looking. It's very common in this country. This is what it looks like. It's a very narrow passageway back here. Very rough, not painted up and made to look nice. That's the washing machine I bought my wife. That's the air conditioner I bought my wife. Very hot back here, hot, dry air, and we use this area to wash and dry the clothes. You don't have to have a dryer, you just hang it up, and it dries from the heat from the air conditioner. And then that's the CR room, the comfort room, the toilet, and believe it or not, that red bucket is a shower. You dip water out of it, and this is very common. This is not necessarily just third world, but it's very common throughout this country, no matter what. And and if you want, you can always put in a hot shower, but you just dip it over your head, have a seat, and dip hot water or cold water over your head and take a bath. That's how you do it. So this is home in Southeast Asia, in the Philippines. Not so bad. The water could be better. Other than that, say hello to my sister.
Hi.
It's pretty, ain't she? It's my pretty wife. And so, anyway, I got a pretty good little lifestyle. I thought I'd grieve myself to death, missing Bella, and I'm actually getting better. I only cry a little now, instead of grieving my wife half to death all day, morning and noon.